Hello viewers, those of you who watch the videos regularly may recall this particular heater from some time ago. I had attempted to service this in the past and I wasn't able to get it open, and I'm not going to let some cheesy, poorly made heater get the better of me, so I'm going to attempt again, and this time the stinking thing's getting opened at whatever cost that may take. So let's begin. Okay, I guess there's no screw there. It's not threading. Or is it just... Oops, here we go. Okay, so what exactly was the difficulty I had last time? Because honestly, that wasn't all that crazy. Well, okay. I can see this is glued in, which is going to make cleaning this very difficult. At least a lot more difficult than it should be. I guess the next thing I want to do is get the fan and such out, which I believe can be done by removing these screws, or at least that's what's usually the case. Alright, so here's the fan assembly, and it appears to be that the wires again are integrated in such a way that this is not going to come apart. So I think what we're going to do is I'm going to grab the vacuum, and since it's not warm enough out to actually clean this off with the air compressor, which would be a lot easier, I'm going to have to sit here and vacuum this. Okay, I got the vacuum ready. I've got a set of micro cleaning tools. I find these aren't very effective because it tunnels the air down so small that there's not enough volume going through it, so we're probably not going to use that, but we'll see what happens. You gotta be kidding me. There's supposed to be a real small crevice tool in this kit. And that's probably the one piece that may actually save the day here. And I can't find it. Because it would fit right in between there, because this just doesn't quite fit in there, and that's where I need it to go. Oh, that's aggravating. I'm going to try to pull these wires out, and maybe I get a little bit more slack on the fan motor. At least just enough to be able to vacuum it off now. I'm certain the wires are going to just break off from the force here. Looks like that fared okay. Of course, now I got a mess on the table here. That's really irritating me that the little crevice tool has disappeared. Well, anyways. There's no sense in dwelling on that on camera. I have to clean up my background here because this just got junk all over it now. Would have much preferred to do a wet cleaning on this, but with the way this is designed, which is not very well, that's just not really a practical option. Got a white thicker towel, a wet thicker towel, and I'm just going to wipe down the blades. I was just looking at the motor off camera for a minute, and I have to say, I think this is the first straighted pull motor of this kind that I've ever come across to not have removable bearings. The bearings are actually riveted together, so I'll put a couple drops of oil in there. And that's it. The bearings are whatever they are. Nothing I can do to service them. It's a shame, you know, because this thing probably cost a lot of money when it was new. But it really is a run it until it quits or locks up and then toss it in the trash barrel. And I hate products that are designed like that. I don't care how well it works. There's actually an imperfection in the thing there. It's like got a sharp piece sticking out. Get some of the dust off of this front guard maybe. Get this wet cloth. And then put some oil in the bearings, and then we're going to call this one a wrap because there's no point in going crazy with this. You know, if it could be serviced and repaired, then I would spend time making it run the best it can, but unfortunately at some point the bearings are going to wear out and that's the end of it, which stinks, but it is what it is. The blade is quite out of whack. We'll fix that a little bit when I get it back on the shaft. Non-detergent oil in the blue can. See, it's blue. Don't put the other can in here. Don't put WD-40 in here. Oh, gee, I can't get this open. There we go. Ow. It's ridiculous. The blades. Where is that stupid thing? Something's sticking out on this blade. It keeps sticking my finger. Somebody really did not want somebody servicing this thing. It's one of those cases where a third hand would be kind of nice. You got to be careful with oil and heater motors because you don't want there to be excess oil dripping out of the shaft onto the coils, because oil is flammable and that probably would not end very well. So I want to wipe away any excess here that might have leaked off or whatever. And I'm going to go ahead and put this back on the motor here because there's nothing else that can be done. Well, first we'll show the wonderful design on the motor that cannot be repaired. Let's see here, and I have to zoom in a little bit more. Right there. Look at that bearing. It's riveted on both sides. There's no taking that off and there's no adjusting the tension on it either. Ridiculous. Okay, I guess these wires have to get fed back under here. That's good enough for my preference on this stupid thing. And I realize the blade is getting all bent up as I do this. I'm going to fix it afterwards. This hunk of junk secure back onto there. Oh, this is going to be fun. I'm wondering what the best way to do this is. It may be to power screwdriver out. I think that may be able to assist us here. And I ain't got the bit I want in there. Here's the other thing. Okay, I got the other thing here. This contraption that should have the go. I don't know why I don't use these more often, because this would make everything easier. What I'm going to try to do here I don't get too upset and just toss this thing out. I'm going to try to let's get that unplugged first. It's maybe easier to mount the motor once the screws are already coming through here. At least that's my current theory. That may change. And I realize you can't see anything. Quite frankly, I can hardly see myself. I wish this stupid switch wasn't glued in so I could move it and get more slack on the wires here. Oh, how I question how much time this thing is worth. I know one thing for sure, this is the last time I'm opening this piece of junk. Honestly, I would love to know what kind of a moron designed this. How could a company like Vornado, that spends so much money on product design and development, produce such a terribly designed item? Maybe that's why these weren't sold for very long, because they stink. I mean, like, honestly, why in the world? This only goes in a certain angle. Why is there 4 sets of screw holes? That just makes it so much more difficult. Well, there's one of the screws for whatever it's worth. now, of course, because I tightened this other one too much, I don't have enough slack to get this other one in. Oh, and there goes all the work I just accomplished. Okay, a piece of junk is screwed back in. Now, this stupid blade here, gotta balance this blade a little bit. Let's see how bad it shakes like that, because it's actually not even on here securely. There's like some weirdo thing, I don't know. I just don't like this heater. I'm sure it works great, and I'm sure it outputs a ton of heat, but the design makes it worthless to me. Okay. Fan. At least the noise is gone. Oh, I don't want to heat now. I mean, it's still shaking pretty good, but I don't know what, I don't think it's worth my time to really balance this up correctly. Try that. Maybe marginally better. Oh, now it doesn't work? It'll have to do. It's shaking, but I got other things to do today, and this poorly designed piece of junk isn't worth my time. So that's it. I'm gonna throw the cover back on. Have an interesting experience with the wires down here. Got another indicator that this was not meant to ever be taken apart. I'll just get 1 or 2 screws in just so I can run it up and make sure it's working. Oh, that's phenomenal. The camera is down to its last pepper on the battery. And it's not going to work. And then we'll just wipe the dust off of the sides and the front, because that's, you know, will make it look nice at least. Alright, that's all I care to do with this thing. So let's give it another test run here. Hopefully it'll be quieter this time. Get the video lighting back. Doesn't look too bad anymore. That's probably just lack of all the screws not being in place. It's got one of those stupid safety features on it. I mean, I guess it's okay if you, but I don't know. Whatever. Low heat. Still shakes pretty. I mean, it's got a. It's not from the bearings at least, but it's still making a sound. And this is on a towel. Let's see. Oh, there goes the camera battery. I'm gonna cut this off and change out the battery right now. Stop. And we're back. I mean, honestly, it's a nice heater in the sense that it puts out a nice temperature, and it's got a good breeze to it. Here we go, look at this, the airflow tester. I mean, that's quite a draft for a heater, and it's a nice warm draft. That thermostat work, it does. I mean, this would be really nice to sit next to your desk or something when it's -4 degrees out, which is the case here. So this should be low. I don't quite understand this. It says I don't understand how this works. It says low, high, which I'm guessing is, oh, I get it now. So high heat, low heat, fan, high, low, high. Okay, so it's really customizable. I mean, this is putting out hardly lukewarm air. I'm not really sure what exactly the use of it is. And back here it actually feels room temperature. But I mean, look at the air this thing's putting out. It's really got a good airflow to it. So this, I guess, would be low fan, high heat. There we go. Now it's getting pretty warm. And then we have high fan, high heat, which must be shorted out or something. Okay, now I can't see. We still have these lights? Oh, that's good at least. Okay, well, let's unplug this. And let's open this up. And I can't see to read the okay. Yeah, that door don't sound too good. Huh. Okay. So, oh, that's on with the Christmas tree. That's probably, maybe it's not short out. It probably just drew too much power. I'll cut the lights off and I'll try it again. Because, yeah, that would make sense because we got 500 watts of Christmas lights on the tree. No, 700 watts on the tree. Plus the other two strings, which is probably close to 800 watts, and then drawing 1500 from this would definitely trip it out. Okay. I wonder if I should try it on a different, well, we'll try it again. But I guess that, I didn't see no sparks or nothing. I would have thought that if it was shorted out, it would have sparked. But maybe not, I don't know. Yeah, that's what it was. We were just drawing too much power. Because now we're on high heat, I think. Yeah, high heat, high fan. Okay. Well, I guess we won't be getting much use out of this downstairs because it draws too much power. See, even, honestly, I mean, I like the fact that it moves a lot of air, but the air coming out of this thing is probably not even 100 degrees. I mean, it feels nice as I'm sitting in front of it here, but I don't think this is really going to warm up a room that well. Maybe this would be good in the bathroom because it would help to dry the floors too. Alright, I'm going to put this back down to just fan so I can put the lights on. Guess we got a good blooper out of this video at least. And cut that off. Oh, that's what I usually do with heaters. Well, I'll show it as soon as this is done. Okay, I have another, this outlet right here is the one that I usually run the heater on, because this one is, I'm pretty sure this one is its own. I think that one is its own circuitry. At least I thought it was. Yeah, here we go. See, plug by panel, so that's got its own thing. Okay. Anyway, okay. Well, I guess that's that. Probably one of the more eventful servicing videos because stuff doesn't blow up down here too often. Anyways, I think I'll use this in the shop today because, yeah. Alright, that's it for this one. Thank you for watching. Comment, subscribe, and out.